immersive design and immersive design tools are allowing us to rethink creativity in a whole new way.
The PSAM brings an added VR immersion level that's just unprecedented.
Marketers have been using language revolving around presence and immersion for decades to advertise products. Presence has been researched for decades, but no one has created a succinct definition to define what presence is. With such an abstract concept like presence, it's important to understand how effective it is as an advertising appeal, and also why people are attracted to something that no one can truly conceptualize. One thing is for sure. Advertisers use expectations of immersion and presence to sell their products, making presence a commodity. Some forms of presence language are presented in advertisements more than others. For example, many ad campaigns use realism as a presence appeal to sell their product. Minsky states that presence emphasizes the sensorial experiences from high-quality feedback, which makes mediated experiences seem non-mediated.
Is true. Her hair so red, her eyes so blue. It's just as though she's there with you. Gosh, the color is true.
Other advertisers use the experience of transportation to sell their products. Lombard and Ditton explain transportation to be a mediated experience where a user feels as if they are somewhere else. But there is a need to examine the strategy behind the effectiveness of these appeals. What aspects of presence are most appealing to customers? Advertisers often use appeals like sex and youth to market their products. Company sales show that sex sells. The heuristic systematic model suggests that different people process messages in different ways. Consumers that process advertising information systematically look for more elaborate messages that give a wide range of information about the product being sold. Alternatively, consumers that process advertising messages heuristically are persuaded by simple and efficient messages. Research states that sex and youth appeals operationalize the heuristic route. People are persuaded by these emotional appeals because they are persuaded by their emotions rather than information. But most brands that use sex and youth appeals are typically market products that are inexpensive or have benefits that can be understood through emotions rather than information. Presence appeals are similar to sex and youth appeals in that they are all emotional appeals. There is, however, a discrepancy in reasoning behind why they are effective. Presence ads are typically used for tech products, which, due to their price and integration into our lives, would be considered a high-involvement product. So why do these emotional appeals work? Emotional appeals typically relate to the way that a product makes a person feel. And in terms of technology, there may be a lot of reasons why emotion is a better seller than information. Is the tech impressive? Is it socially acceptable? How will they look when they use or wear it? What is everyone else using? The diffusion of innovations theory would suggest that people may feel pressure to adopt tech products due to societal shifts towards certain types of tech. After all, no one wants to be the last person to get the most popular gadgets. Though there is a lot of theory that suggests why presence appeals may be effective, the lack of observation opens the door for marketers and scholars to determine the effects of the ever-popular concept of presence as a commodity.